Hello everybody, welcome back to Stationeers. So in the last video, or the last proper video, we set up our outpost, and in the video after that we set up the map and we've got like all of our icons so we know where everything is. Now the outpost that I created is in this top corner and we're going to head over there shortly and we're going to go and see how well it's doing. Now I could very easily build another outpost here because this is where we are, and this section here has almost everything we could need. The only thing it's missing is cobalt, which is there. But I've already put effort into building my outpost there, and to be honest, I'm going to utilize that because it's just a nice kind of, well, something we've got to try and figure out. Now, obviously, it's a hell of a trek getting up there. And I think it's a bit too far for the rover. To be honest, flying is a bit of a pain as well because the jetpack doesn't last very long. So I think what I'm going to try and do is we're going to utilize the rocket. And we'll have the rocket go and we'll go and, well, we'll collect our ores via that. A couple of things I need to do. Number one, we need to set up a landing platform over there. And I need to see that that works because I've never done it before. I assume a rocket can launch and land at a different platform. That's number one. Number two, I need to get the rocket configured so that it can accept ores in. Again, I'm pretty sure that is a thing it can do. So we'll find out. But I guess the first thing we're going to want to do is go and check the rocket out because we're going to need to strip out some bits. Because we need to make room for storage. So here is Mr. Rocket. What I might do, well actually let's make sure we can test this and make sure it works. So we don't need the scanner anymore. So we can drill this guy out. This isn't needed. Give me the crowbar. And the hand drill. Right. So there's quite a lot of space in here. I don't know whether to remove some of the batteries because they are additional weight. I'm gonna say I'll leave them. But also what I need to do is if we're going to be putting storage in here, I need to figure out, well, I need an in and an out. So we're going to have to put two umbilicals inside the rocket. So you know what, let's strip out the frame so we can see what we're dealing with. I need the grinder for that one. Here we go. Right. So that's what we currently have. So the umbilicals are the tiny ones. So they're not the end of the world. And I think if I can, I want to leave the fuel where it is and the power just for ease. I could remove some of the batteries because I don't need all this if it's just going to be an ore transporting rocket. But let's just deal with the space that we've got and see what we end up with. We also have the cone as well, don't we? That we could put stuff into there as well. Right, first things first, let's get the umbilicals built. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to need... what options do we have on the chutes? We have overflow, flip-flop, valves. It'll be easier just to have an in and an out, I think, won't it? So let's not overcomplicate. Let's keep it simple. Stick all these into a single stack. You should be going in there. Oh, actually, no, you can go there. That's fine. All right, umbilical. So we're going to need copper and steel. Pretty easy. If I haven't got them, I'll just make them. You, I don't know why you're on the floor. Let's put you up there. Ah, screw it. We'll just get some made. Copper. Whoopsie daisy. You. And you. And then we will get some steel made. So stick you in there. Give me a coal. Should probably make a massive batch of steel, but I'm just not going to worry about it right now. 2, 3. But you're good. Close you. Get this off-gassed. I'm pretty sure the coal is already off-gassed. But let's just run it through just to be sure. Right, you in there. Thank you very much. And then you. For some reason, the last bit took forever to be processed, not sure why. Right, there we go. So that should be 200 grams of steel. We'll get that split into 50s. There we go. Got me some steel. Thank you very much. Get that split. Alright, in total, I'm going to need 4 of these. 2 for the rocket, and then 1 for each of the landing pads. We're then going to need a ton of chutes. Which shouldn't be that difficult to be fair. The chutes are easy. So let me get some iron processed. Then we're gonna need another rocket. Can't remember what it's called. I guess we're gonna need the mount, which is what we need. And then we're gonna need the tower as well. So one of those. Give me that iron. Stick some more iron in there. We're running a little low on iron. Might not be a bad idea to get this rocket up and running. We can also go over there and get some of the dirty ore and just process it in the centrifuge, but this is slow. I want to get the whole ore processing facility built behind these lockers. And then this will be where we dispense our ores once it's done. What have you made? You've done iron, thank you very much. Did not pick that up. Right, stick you in there and just use all of that on chutes. Okay. Oh my god, you take forever. 1, 2, 3. Right, the scanner I don't need. Also, let's make sure you don't put any more of those. So, scanner and scanner head. So we have that. And how's the rocket doing, actually? I assume we may as well get it charging whilst we're printing stuff. Yeah, the umbilical isn't on, so that's fine. It's this one. Yep, you get that guy charged. Cancel. Right, so after you've done that, we're going to need the tower. And how many of these basically is determined by how tall the rocket, well, where the chutes are going to be. So I think we're going to need at least, we'll go for 3, because we should be able to get the umbilicals there. I think 2 umbilicals, 1 in, 1 out. And then we will need storage. I don't know how many storages to put in it though. Holy hell, you're slow. Okay, what do we need for the launch mount? We need 4 steel, 8 steel sheets. I've got those on me. That's fine. I know they're from the rocket, but it's what it is. And then the launch tower is just made. Power we'll be able to get from over there because it's obviously has its own power supply. I need to check that I've got it set up to. Although realistically, I don't. If it's only doing trips, I could code the rocket on this side so it only launches when it's at like above 90% power. It's never going to be over there long enough, I don't think. You know what? To be fair, it can't hurt, can it? Because even if we use 1, maybe 2% of power, we can have that outpost keep it powered, so that it's just always good. Because it could sit over there for a while waiting for ore, depending on how we code it. So let's make a transformer. And just thinking, how many do I need? I might go for 3, so that we can make the... No. We'll go for 1. We'll go for 1. I don't want to... Wait, what? Where did I pick the cereal box up from? I don't want to put too much stress on the outpost. The outpost, its primary function is to get ore, so I don't want it being drained by charging a rocket. So let's just go for a... Oh shit, a brick. Fuck! Ah, oh, you son of a ball bag. I just put the entire copper fucking thing in the recycler. Ugh. Oh, now I don't know what that's going to... Is that going to be dirty or is that going to be... Well, that's crap. Ugh. What did I get from that? Iron. I put a full bag of copper in there, and for some reason I get 45 iron. Why is that a thing? I don't understand that. Damn, I'm annoyed at myself. That's all my copper gone. So, launch towers, we're going to do 3 of those. I can't even remember what I need this copper for. Transformer. But we're going to go 1, like I was saying. We'll just feed in 5 kilowatts. It's enough to keep it trickle charged. I don't need any more than that. I've got cable, so that should be fine. All I'm going to need to take with me is some frames. Have I got any steel in here? I do not. Give me that. Frame. And we'll go for 5. You don't really need 5, but we'll go for 5. There's the mount. Yeah, wait for you to finish. Do these stack? I hope these stack. One more, and then we'll call it that. You know what? I don't need the data disk. You go in there, which means you can go there, which means I've got a spare inventory space. Okay. Frames are mine, and then make me some sheets. Yes, they stack. Okay, perfect. So that's the last one of those that we're going to need. Come on. And I've checked this as well, so as you can see now, look, we've got a bit of mix and match of soy and wheat, which I quite like. I quite like that it's a bit of everything. I know some people may be like, well, no, you shouldn't do this, you should have strips and whatever, but this is nice. And most of them are not in a position to be harvested. It's like that one there is. But most of them are still growing, so Larry is managing to keep up. Where's he planning on planting that? Oh, there. Okay. So yeah, I'm happy with how this farm's going. I don't think I would put another... I could put another strip in of something, but he then wouldn't be able to keep up. He would then always be running way behind. We're done. That's enough of those. Turn you off. And grab these guys. Alright. So, let's go and put some of these umbilicals in the rocket. Figure out... The lower I could put these, the better. So I'm thinking here. Oh, I need the storages, don't I? But yeah, if I put this I might do it. I can't see where the bloody hole is. There. So if we do one there. That is not what I want. And one. No, that's not what I want either. That's what I want. I need the angle. There. So one of those is out, one of those is in. And we need to sort out the storage, which we'll do when we get back. So I'm going to go and take a quick trip to my outpost. I know the direction it is. It's in this direction. So I will see you there. Okay, I can just about see the lights coming in. So at least I know that the place is still up and running. And we seem to have a bit of... Well, yeah, we're good on power, so that is all fantastic. And you've got 17 in you. So how much have you actually managed to obtain since last time? Now, obviously, I did a lot of running around looking for the regions. So there should be quite a lot in here. 74 stacks. That ain't bad. Excuse me. Considering that, obviously, it's been doing it while I've been busy with other stuff. So, what I need to do is figure out how I'm going to remove ore from that. And basically, I think what we'll do is we will take this as an always loading rocket station outpost thing. But I would like the ability to come over and get some manually if I really have to, in case the rocket ever breaks or whatever. So, if I go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put the mount in there. Alright, and then I need, is it wrench? No, screwdriver. Stand back, because I've been hit in the face with that before. Welding torch. Alright, we have our launch mount. Now, can I label this? ICS LM. LM for launch mount. So we'll see what happens. So what I'm gonna do is, yes, I need a frame. Ah, fucking hell. I'll borrow this one. Okay, stick you there, give you a single weld. Okie dokie. Launch mount. We will go for a 1, 2, and a 3. Now I kind of need to get the rocket over here so I know where they're going. Crap. That's something I didn't think about. Well, bloody hell. And also, I can't have 2 of those umbilicals on the same level of what I've done, because obviously here doesn't work that way. Fuck. Or at least I don't think it does. For simplicity, we'll do 2. It's fine. We'll have 2 different ways. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to have... So this isn't going to power the rocket. This is only going to ever connect to the umbilical. So we're going to have the chute run up to wherever. I'm sure it was somewhere around here, but I don't know for sure. And then that will go inside. And that will connect to the silo. Do I have the ability to put a... You know what? I can't see why I'd ever... Yeah, if I ever have to come and get stuff manually, I'll just manually amend the chutes. It's fine. So that will go like that. Okay. That's pretty much all I need up this side, really. Like, the umbilical will need power, which will just run off this cable. I don't even have enough cable here, really, for this. I've got enough... Oh, hang on. I've got 20 in the locker. That will do. And then we already have the cable there, so I can actually run this cable up the side. And then that'll go wherever it's going to go. Alright, I need to bloody now bring the rocket back over here. And then I can figure out where I need the umbilical. Alright. Oh, I guess I'll see you back at home. Okay, I'll be glad when I don't have to do that flight as often anymore. That'll be nice because it takes a long time. But here we are. So what I should probably do before we go back is let's get the storage installed. And that way we'll be able to bring a load back with us when we're doing the test. So cancel you. We quickly get some sustenance. Cereal bar and water. Right, for the storage. So Invar and Constantin, and I'm only gonna do. I'm gonna do one storage that can hold 100. Because realistically, I'm probably going to need ore more often than not. And holding more than a storage per flight probably isn't really worth it. I mean, fuel is cheap. It's just ice. Power isn't an issue either. So I don't really have an issue doing multiple flights when needed. So if we do 2 cargo storages, that will allow us to hold 100 stacks. Which should be more than enough, to be honest. So once we've got those, we will go and get that sorted. Do I need anything else? I didn't do the transformer. But I've got to go back anyway, so that's fine. Oh, that's a point. Can I see? Oh, yes, you get 2. Okay, boom. I need to rename... I want to rename this one. I will go and do that in a second. I've never had more than 1 launch mount on the world that I'm on. Don't know why. I guess there's never been a need for something like this. Which, in my opinion, makes the rockets a little bit more early to mid game. I've always looked at them as like a late game item, but that's just my opinion. So, for the storage, we will put the storage... I mean, it doesn't really matter which one is in, which one is out. So let's do... I need to get the cable in, though. The problem is that bloody cable is right down the middle of the rocket. I almost need to move that. It's only for that analyzer, though. Can't I put the analyzer somewhere else? I could put the analyzer at the bottom. Let's do that. Because we don't need this. Put it here. Get you cabled in. Well, I can move all that cable now. You go there. We're going to need some for the storage, obviously. But if I run it down, I could put the storage wherever I need it and then run the cable up afterwards. So just stick it there for now. Storage. So if we put you... I rotate this. And do... that. I think it wants a chute between it and... yeah, that's not connecting. So if we do that... and then can I put a chute in there? Oh, have I got these the wrong way? Probably. So if I do... I bet it's like that in it. So I need the corner one. Like so. So that's going to be... say that's only positioned... that's like the in bit. But I don't want that to be in. I want that to be out. This is the import up here, right? Or have I got that the wrong way? I don't know. Let's get that powered in anyway. And then we'll test it. Let's just see if it can spit out. So bring you back up here. I don't care. Connect that up. It's fine. And then you come all the way up. Okay. So I can turn you on. I can open the lever. Oh, so that's going to be the in, which is fine. So let me just check. This guy needs to go up here. And yeah, you can't get it directly, so I'm going to have it... I mean, this will be fine here, I think. And then we go... duh and duh. So, theoretically, can I do this? Oh, obviously that needs to be connected. It can't just spit out. Fine. So let's get the other umbilical. So the output is going to be at the top here. Which is fine. Rotate you like that. Oh, and I have to have that in the middle. Which is a thing apparently, so that's fine. Give me the drill. Give me the corner. And then we'll go duh and duh. That is... Oh, it doesn't have to be in the middle. I've put it the wrong... Ah! My jetpack ran out. No! Alright, 1 second. Let's go get some more. So I put that the wrong way. I thought I'd have to put the umbilical in the middle, but I don't. It's because I'm a numpty. I don't do rockets that often. So, forgive me. Let's refill you while we're here. Put you in there as well. Open the waste tank. Job done. Right. Let's go and rotate the umbilical. So that can go that way. So this is out. If I do that, I should, in theory, be able to suck out of the rocket. So turn you on. Why are you in an error state? Is that just because you're not connected? What's your error state? Oh, oh, it's not high enough. Fine. I'd rather move this a bit lower anyway. So let me... Not you. Oh. Yeah, I haven't put the storage... Oh yeah, I have put the storage in there. Oh, okay, fine. So if I bring you to here... Like so. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on. Bloody rocket. Like that and that. And then now I can click this. So the question is, where did my thing go? If I stick you in there. Okay, so you can pull out of the rocket. Perfect. Alright, I am happy with that. And to be honest, we can leave that. Well, we'll close that because we need to get it stocked up anyway. So if I get that welded up, all I've got to do is put the umbilical on the other tower. And we should be able to transport dirty ore over here. Now, the only thing I'm not happy about is where I've got this rocket. Because I'm going to have to run this chute all the way back here because I want my processing over here. In theory, I should probably put the mount over here so it has to travel less. But I'm a half job man, so to be honest, I'll run the chute. It's fine. Do I need anything else? You've got power, you're working. I can into one. Out the other. Yeah, I think screw it. I think let's give it a go. So turn this off. And turn this off. Save me some power. So get you turned off and you and you. Let's get you welded back up. Close the doors. Oh, and the cone. And the cone. Perfect. So can we get it to the other launch platform without a problem? I don't know. Right, fuel. I think I fueled it up. So we are... Oh, maybe I didn't fuel it up. Also, where's my analyzer? Oh, I ain't got the analyzer turned on. Jesus. No, it's not. That's not turning on. It's just not bloody keyboard in. Fool. Okay. Now let's get this water back up. Yeah, good idea to construct the bottom as well. Always good to have a fully built rocket before you launch it. Okie dokie. We should now have analyzer, which we do. And to be honest, since we're only going to the outpost, what's the pressure? And why can't I scroll in here? There we go. Pressure's 31,000. I think we'll be fine with that. We're going from one place to another. We're only going to, we're only going to be carrying a single storage full of stuff. So I think we'll be okay. Pretty positive on that anyway. Can I just go up and down, or do I have to go to orbit first? Let's not risk it. Let's set destination to orbit. And everything is on and checked. So we will turn on the engine. Goodbye, rockets. Nyam. Alright, so 41 seconds. And then we want it to go to ICS after, but I'm not going to swap its destination until it's got to orbit. How are we using fuel? Let's have a look. I don't know why I can't always scroll. So fuel we're okay for. We're not running out of that anytime soon. We'll use more coming back, but that's fine. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and we are in orbit. Alright, now we go to ICS. Okay, so it's going to take about a minute for it to get there. So I guess we let that do its thing, and now we travel over there ourselves and meet it there. Oh yeah, I don't need to do this. I got bread. Where's my bread? Bread loaf. I really need to get a like a drop here so I can just dump stuff into it without having to go into Larry's little cupboard under the stairs. Right, let me refill my jetpack. And then I guess we are flying again. How am I doing for oxygen, by the way, these days? 22 kilomoles, fine. CO2, we haven't got any. Oh, okay. I need to work on this a little bit. I need to start having like a supply of CO2. The only CO2 I have is from my furnace. but I want to build. I need to basically create. I want CO2 created on demand. So we may get a little bit creative with something. But for now, we're fine. We've got loads of CO2 in the base. I'm not too concerned. So I have my umbilical. I don't need that storage for now. Stick you there. There's my transformer. I've got some chutes. I don't think I'm going to need them. I think we are good. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright. Let's go for another bloody flight, shall we? Did it make it? Did it make it? Did it make it? Did it make it? It did. Very nice. And something that occurred to me when I was flying over here that didn't occur to me before was that I don't know. Okay, so the rocket, I didn't know if they came down the same way they went up. Like, I don't know if these ever rotate. I don't know if it's in relation to that or if like the rocket is always in the same orientation regardless of this. I wasn't sure. But luckily it looks like we're good anyway, so we're fine. So if I just very quickly dismantle the rocket, now it's over here. So obviously we need to feed the stuff into the bottom. So the umbilical is gonna go here. And anyone would think I planned that, but I didn't. Okay, very nice. So all I've got to do is get a chute there. Get this guy powered. That's not right. Come this way. Okay, and then it should be a simple case of just extending that. That goes in. I don't know if I have to turn that on. I'm not sure whether it has to be on to accept. Let's put a window chute in here. And that way we can see if... Oh yeah, I could have used the bigger chute for that. Never mind. Actually, maybe I'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. We'll just see if they all pass in without that being turned on. Because I'm assuming only one ore will fit in that. I don't know. Let's go inside. Let's turn the silo to export. We've got in here now 78. Do that. Quick, 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 quick. I want to see it. Oh, so yeah, it doesn't have to be unlocked. We can actually see it. The door is clipping into the model. But we can see that it's accepting all of our ores. Which is nice. There we're just coming in, getting sucked up, off by the thing. Alright, this is good. Yeah, and I don't need the transformer because obviously, like I said, I'm not charging the rocket here, am I? Although I could, but I'm not going to. I think it'll be fine. You just keep sucking that in. Go on. Ah, rocket is full. Okay, so how much do we have? Okay, let me disconnect the chute. Very nice. How much do we have left in the silo? So that storage can only handle 50 stacks then. Yes, I should have used the bigger storage for it. But that is fine. Yeah, so it's done 50. Okay. I mean, that's fine. But I've got the storage. I may as well have it handle 100. So how would I automate that then? So I guess what I need to do... I guess I could just have the rocket sit here until it's full. Once it's full, then it can disable the umbilical. The umbilical is on this network though. So I'm going to need some wireless transmitters so I can read the different states from here. Because what I need to do is, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to connect this umbilical to the same network without doing multiple wireless transmitters. So I'm going to need one transmitting for the umbilical. I might need another one as well, because I might get one that shows me the storage in there, so that I can see how much we've got here. Might be an option. I don't know what else I'm going to need. We'll have a think. Right, let's get the rocket rebuilt. We're basically following it through its life cycle, so we're going to know how to try and automate this. So maybe we'll stick with the 50. So we always just do a 50 slot, and then we wait until the outpost has 50, and then we go and grab it. There's no point in it being over here waiting, because while it's sat here waiting now, it's using power. Now it's got a lot of power, so it's not going to run out anytime soon. But I'd rather not. It doesn't need to be here any longer than it needs to be. So I will get home, and we will get this rocket sent back. Okay. I've got a couple more trips to do today, so here is trip number, I don't know, 24. Who the fuck knows? I'll see you back at home. Finally. Right. Let's bring that rocket home, and what I will do is get the wireless transmitters built and ready. So your destination is, so cargo storage is full, which is fine. Why is the scrolling not working? And we can see it currently is turned off, so it's got a quantity of 50. So yeah, I might leave it at 50 just because I can, and leave the other storage for another rocket should I do that. So I guess what I want to do is just, send it to orbit. I've disconnected the umbilical over there, so that's fine. While that's doing that, let's get some of those transmitters. And it's the logic transmitter. I need silicon, which I should have some. I do. Let's not put the bloody bag in this time, eh? 1 and 2. Go there. Make sure you're open, which you are. Give me that. And right, you go in there. But I think it's, and I wish this wasn't the case, but it's one transmitter per logic type. So it's not, my understanding is it's not one transmitter per item, which just, I don't know, feels a bit wasteful. But meh, I can't make games, so I am no one to judge. Let's bring this down here. Pumped gas engine, bring yourself back down. So the way these work, my understanding anyway, because we've used them on Vulcan. I don't know why I did that. You go on the floor. Is you connect a transmitter to a transmitter. And you connect to... Oh, is it? Sorry, it is one transmitter per device, so I can do everything. So... And yeah, someone also told me that you could, in theory, you could do kind of like some dirty bit stuff where you basically create a number where like so many digits is something, so many digits is something else. But I need to work on that in my own private time. Something I'll look at some point. But basically I'm going to use one, which is going to control the... Well, it's going to tell me how much I've got in the silo over there. The other one is going to be used to read and write to that umbilical thing, basically. But I'm going to need 2 of these over here. And I guess they're going to be on the rocket network. So I'll put 1 there. Not there, because that is not right. We'll put 1 there. And 1 there. And then the other 2 need to go back over to the outpost. Has the rocket arrived? Nope, we're still waiting for a rocket. I assume he is on his way and he's not broken down anywhere. Did I not tell you to come down? It's... What are you doing? Oh, it is coming. Oh, maybe I forgot to set the destination because I'm a moron. But he's coming now anyway. He's coming now. That's fine. So on the receiving end of this, I basically want a massive long chute because I'm wasteful. And I'm not just moving the rocket launch mount as you probably should. So make me loads of those. Get me some more iron. I literally have almost no iron left, so it's not great. You still coming? Yeah, you're still coming. And we're fine for fuel. We're okay. It'll be down here pretty soon. It's saying in 100 seconds. It's because I got this set to low. But now we know that on a full cargo, we could set this to a little bit lower and it would come down faster. That's fine. Here's some more chutes. Right, done and done. Where's the iron gone? Thank you. Yeah, this isn't going to be enough chutes for what I want to do. You get into here. Turn ye back on. Where is my rocket? I want my rocket. Print those. It'll be here in 42 seconds. It's a coming. It's 1,000 meters. We should be able to see it at this point. Oh yeah, I see it. Look, the little speck of light. It's coming. It's a coming. Mine. Mine. Mr. Rocket has arrived. I can hear him. Here he is, look. Come on. And touchdown. Boom. And then all we'll do is we will get this... Well, let's get you charged up and... that stuff. I will refuel it, but not yet. So we can connect the umbilical to it, which is fine. We're not going to eject the stuff yet because I need to get the chute where I want it to go. However, I don't... Well, I know this isn't going to reach. So what we'll do... To make things tidy, we will bring the chute down. Like so. And go for this. And we can have it run basically under. I think is probably an alright idea. So we haven't just got like a random chute just hovering in the air. Might have it even come under here. And then we go down a bit deeper. Bit more. Yeah, bring it down to here. And set you to flatten. And go straight across. And then, yeah, we'll come out here, bring it up, and then we're going to have our centrifuges outside over here somewhere. So I'm not going to be able to get the chute all the way through this, but I'm going to have to go and mine more iron for that. So if I bring you down another, I don't know, another 5? I mean, how does 10 look? Where does 10 take me? Ten takes me to there. That works. And then we have you come this way. Go for a... nope, not that. You fool. Give me this. 1, 2. We can do a 3 here. I'm trying to get into the habit of using these long ones. If I don't try, I never will. Do that, and then give me a corner. Now I need a 10. Oh! Fucking hell. You know what? As soon as I was doing that, I knew that was going to fucking happen. I just had a feeling. Bloody hell. Ugh. Moron. Bloody moron. Right. Lots of 10s. Doing from this side of it, so that doesn't happen again. Right, I need many more chutes. I'm going to have to go out and do some mining. I don't have any iron on me, so let me quickly go and do some boring ass mining. Not with that though. I need the other chip. Right, where's all the iron at? Ironically, we've got a load of dirty oil in the rocket, but, you know, got nowhere to process it yet. Right, let's go and get some of this iron processed, but I need to take this suit off for a second. Because I've got me some triangles. I need drink and I need food. Sorry, Larry. Boom. Okie dokie. So we have plenty of iron now. So let me grab. Excuse me. Let me grab the bag. Stick all that in there and stick all that in there. You're good, and you. Why can't I put my wrench in here? Oh yeah, my duct tape. That is why you should always carry duct tape on you. I don't always do that. It's more of a do as I say, not as I do situation there. Right. Recycle. I look forward to doing the rocket because then I ain't got to do this anymore. I mean, I ain't got to do it now, but I choose to. There's probably a reason why I don't have any CO2 in the base, because I'm constantly degassing my house first, so I don't have the CO2 to use. Yeah, maybe, you know what, I will start actually just dumping it in the furnace whilst I'm a little bit low on the old CO2. So give me all the iron. One and two. Come on, get in there. Right, whilst we're here doing what we're doing, let's get all this iron processed. Now it is off gassing, so we are going to have to release some of that pressure. Not loads, just enough to keep the furnace from blowing up. But now our cooling should be on. Or, yeah, we should be starting to cool that CO2. Yeah, there we go. Look, we're getting CO2 now. That is fine. I'll just do all of this. Come on. No. Alright, how we're looking. So almost 40 megapascal. I need tons of these chutes though, so do more. It's not happy, so we'll release some of that pressure. But the iron isn't really off-gassing CO2. I don't think the iron contains CO2. I might be wrong. I probably am. I am. It is off-gassing a little bit of CO2. Not loads, but it is doing a little bit. That should hopefully keep the base going. And you know what, to be fair, shall we just run a purge on the furnace? Just get it all gone. It's going to massively heat up this tank, but our cooling will kick in, and eventually we'll have a nice amount of CO2 coming in, because this tank's now empty. And this pump is on, meaning it wants more CO2. Because we're not hitting the requirements, but that's based on pressure, not CO2. But yeah, once this is empty, then we'll do a new cycle next time with fuel. You can go back there now. Right, how you doing for iron? To be fair, that's probably enough. Maybe. Right. So what I need to do is, well, I want to get that guy emptied. So I'm gonna make a silo, so we can start just bringing it over. So silo. I need gold. Yeah, you're fine now. You're about empty. So give me a bit of fuel. That'll do. And ignite. Get this gold processed. Right, that should be enough to keep us going. So stick that in there. Whoops, missed the hole. Oh my god, I missed the hole again. Alright, the silo's going to hold the dirty ore once we get it under and over here. I will need a frame, at least a single frame. Thank you for all of these. And this. Right, let's go. Oh, no. Get my suit first. Always a good idea to go outside with a suit on.
Oxygen critical.
Yeah, you're going to take a little while. So, out we go. And then, where's my hole? My hole's there. Right, give me a 10. Like so. And then what we'll do, just for it to be tidy, is we'll run it up. I can probably get a 3 there. And then a corner. Okay, so I need a straight and then a corner. Fine. Right, we'll bring that. Oh, you annoying piece of thing, you. I'll come that way. So give me a 10. Then give me a corner. Give me a 5. Give me a corner. Give me more chutes. Yeah, and then what we'll do is if we do a 10 here. This is where the silo is going to be over here somewhere. So let's go get the frame, decide where we want the silo, and we'll run that chute to it. Right, there's my silo. What do you need for the silo? I just need, 15 steel sheets. Bloody hell. Right, 15 steel sheets, 15 plastic sheets. I've got 50 steel sheets. Stop! 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 Oh, no, do one more. Right, now frames. Right, I've got those. I've got the frame. I just need frames. That'll probably do, because my chute's probably going to be alright. Right, one more. Right, there we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I didn't get the plastic sheets. Ah! Fool. You got silicon? 47, that was fine. So, plastic sheets. While we're in here, let's get ourselves some bread. And some water. We're on 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, I need to get power over to the silo. So this area is going to potentially run off its own transformer. So we'll need to run heavy cable over there. Which we'll get some more heavy cable printing now. How you doing for gold and copper? You got a little bit. So make me some more of that. Make me some gold. And let's go and start placing this silo so we can start collecting this dirty ore. Alright, so this is going to be the area here. So the silo is going to go... I mean, to be fair, yeah, silo can go there. So what we'll do, just because of reasons, let's build a bit of a support there. That works for me. Silo will go on top of that. Hang on, because I need to weld that up. There we go. Alright, silo goes here. And then the corner is there. I don't know if a 5 is going to be too much. Nope, 5 is perfect. So corner, corner, straight. Just get you fixed. Steel sheets. I'm going to run out of battery before you complete. Nope, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Plastic sheets. Oh, but now I need the warding torch. Alright, I definitely do not have enough power for this. Let me do this. Job done. And then I need screwdriver and cable coil. Boom. Right. Then where is my... Go away. On. So my yellow network cable, the closest point is basically nowhere. So I could run across the ceiling here, which is what I'm probably going to do. So all the way across. But you're not going to be able to go down there, so I need to then take a corner. Go that way. And then all the way down. And the issue we have here... So we're going to bring the cable down. It can go across that wall. It can cut across these pipes. And then here we'll have the transformer somewhere here. So let me go and get... jetpack! No! Go get some jetpack. I've got the transformer. Get the cable. Get that silo connected, and then we should be able to empty the rocket. Right, cable. Thank you. Jetpack is there. How's my auction doing? Fine, not an issue. Got the cable. Got the transformer. Got the jetpack. Glasses are there. So if I just bring you... I'll just run this down parallel with the pipe. Just get it away from that filter. And then bring it down here. And this is then transformer. Turn these bloody glasses off. Whack you up for now. Okay. And then silo being there. Power is here. I should be able to get you connected with the cables that I've got. Easy peasy. Turn you on. And now let's go and eject the thing. Yeah, we have to go inside and do this, don't we? Oh no, actually I could do it from the rocket. I could do it from over here, I think. Or not. That's fine. Let's go inside. I wonder if... I've got a question, actually. One second. Before I do this, can that storage remain open at all times? So let me just turn this off for a sec. I just want to know whether that is going to output. I don't think it will. I think it'll wait for this to be connected. So if I go into here, so I've got my storage. If I turn this on, right, and then we do the open to 1. We can leave that open all the time. We don't even have to code that because it's got nowhere to go until that umbilical is connected. So we don't have to code that, which is good. That can stay open at all times. Easy peasy. Alright, that's good. Probably could do it the long way where you open and close it, but why complicate it? What is the point? Connect that you up, and then if we go over to the silo, we should start seeing a collection of dirty ore. Oh, there we go. Look how quick that's coming through. Boom. So that should get to 50. And then all we're going to have to do off this is feed this into centrifuges and start processing, I think. Just want to make sure that I get the 50. I don't think there'll be any loss. I don't think there's nowhere it can get lost. So that's okay. Come on, get to 50. How did we get 53? I don't know how we got 53. We will have to... 1 second. Let me just make sure that everything in here is ore. Did I put anything in that shouldn't be in there? Oh, shit. Cannon. I lost my dirty ore. No! And that dirty ore is now gone. Alright, well, it must be dirty ore, so I don't know how we end up with 53. No. Oh, because there would have been some in the chute in the rocket. Yes, that is a thing. That is a thing. No! Okay, hang on. If I follow you, maybe you'll take me to where the other one went. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I found you. Thank you very much. What I'm going to do is we'll create an import on the back here. Just so we can dump things into it if we need to. Give me more chutes. That way. And I'll raise it up one as well so things can't accidentally fall into there. Perfect. And then you, and you. Okay. And then we should have our 53, which we do. You've got nothing in you. Let's take that off. Okie dokie. So we have our storing system, which is good. So all I want to do now is go and chuck the transmitters over at the outpost. We may as well get this guy fueled up though while we're here. Turn you on. And we've been doing this just manually for now. I probably will automate this at some point. But don't hold me to that. We've got 8 megapascal in that pipe. Let's get some of this fuel doing its thing. This may take a second. Speed it up. And then what we find is if we get this to 20, get it to 30, so about there, it'll balance out at, yeah, so we lose about 5 megapascal because it's equalizing with the rocket. So we'll get this up to, I don't know, say 40. We'll probably end up on about 36, which is fine. Well, maybe 37, maybe not 36. Right, turn that off. Yeah, there we go, 37.4. Right, turn off the umbilical. Make sure we retract you. Turn you off. Get you reversing. That is definitely empty now. Perfect. And then you're probably fully charged. So let me get all of this disconnected. And you. And you. Alright, and at this point, rocket is ready to go again. So, now we're going to do a test. Can I just tell it to go there? Do I have to tell it to go to orbit? I know that there's a weird buggy thing. It's been mentioned in a live stream where you have to tell it to go to orbit. And when we automate it, we probably will just to be safe. But I want to see if I can get that over there. Just by telling it to go directly there. Goodbye, rocket. Now, it'll go to orbit first anyway. So when it comes to coding it, we'll just always tell it to go to orbit. But I'm just curious as to whether this will work. My thinking is it will. But I guess we'll find out. Whilst we wait for that to do its thing, I'm going to get these guys connected. Now, I'm pretty sure somebody said that you only have to connect one of the connections on these. Obviously, we've got the power at the top. So we'll do 1, 2, like so. But I don't think I have to connect the bottom. I don't think I have to connect the sides. I'm pretty sure. And also, there's an active and a passive. I can't remember which this is. So we'll just, yeah, we won't worry about that. And also, do I have to make a receiver? No. So it's just the transmitter. I can't remember how the active and thingy works. I don't know. If I was to, for example, if I turn you off for a sec. So I can connect this to, I don't know. Oh, so this is all the stuff that you can connect it to. Fine. It's stuff that I haven't even got built, so it's just everything is on this. Is this just everything that isn't on the network? So if I go for... I'm going to put this guy here for a second. Can I now see transmitter? No. I bet these are the wrong things, aren't they? Bet they're the wrong things. Didn't I have to... Hold up. I can't remember. We did it on Vulcan, and yeah, I can't remember. So let me just quickly grab some cable. Let's just do a test here. Give me some normal cable. I need some copper. I haven't got any copper. Oh yes, I have. There's 50 there. Ooh. Right, stick you in there. Give me that. You and you. Because didn't we have to... You still working? Yeah, okay. Didn't we have to set one of them to active or something? Give me my cables. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you. So I think we hit that button, set active. Alright, and then I think we write to that setting. And then this guy, didn't we have to
Filter low.
leave it on that? Can we connect you to... Oh, is that doing that? Hang on, let me rename this to test. Yes, okay. So basically, we would do that, and then we can read from that the setting. And there's a way of like transmitting multiple bits of data using bit stuff. Not something that I'm proficient in the slightest, so I won't be doing that anytime soon. But okay, so basically I need to go and set those up on the other side. I've already got an IC over there, so that should be fine. Rocket's already gone, I hope. Rocket's there. Okay, rocket landed successfully. So it did the full trip, that's fine. Okay. I will meet you over there shortly. Okay. We've arrived. Our rocket is here safely. All good. So when I get back, I'm going to do the coding. Or try to. Now, before I go, I'm going to get the code of this mount because I don't know if it's just something I can get from the computer. Nor do I know if I need this. So I've got 41-13. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to label this, which will be called ICS umbilical. Realistically isn't needed. I don't need to label that because I'm going to get to the transmitter. But if I activate this, we should start seeing the dirty oil go through. Or not? Why are you not doing a thing? Go on the other side. Why aren't... Oh, okay, so it has to be on to receive for some unknown reason. Whatever. That is... Unless it was going and just... that was updating. That's probably what was happening, to be fair. So I could turn... Oh no, I bet you can't accept while you're open. Yeah, I bet that's what it is. How did I just close that? Or did I close it? I can't remember what I just did. I'm losing the plot. It's fine. It's fine. We'll be able to do checks and stuff anyway. So that is labeled to ICS umbilical, and then I have over obviously inside the silo. Let me in. Right, get this place pressurized a little bit so I can breathe in here. Thank you. And we can have a drink and something to eat because we're all prepared and everything. Look at us. We're all good. We're all good. We're all good. Turn that off. And we're going to label this one to be ICS silo. ICS silo. Alright. 2 transmitters because we're a simple creature. Power can come from... To be fair, it's absolutely fine, doesn't matter. We'll put you there. Oh, I should probably put them on the wall though, shouldn't I? Just for the sake of being tidy and just not chucking everything on the floor. So if we do power at the top. And power at the top. Give me cable. And we just run that all the way across here. To there. And then we can connect the middle bits. I don't think you have to connect all of the thingamabobs. Now, what I fucked up on is I can't see the pins. Fuck. Right. Easy fix. Go outside, stick a frame out there, get it welded up. We could take that wall out. So, I can put... Let me do this. Give me frame. Steel sheets. Right. Now I can take that wall out. Yes, definitely that one. There we go. Okay, and then you... I can get to the screw, so that's fine. Okie dokie. So I'm pretty sure these ones need to be active. Can I get your button? Yes, I can. And then I don't need to set the pins on these ones because these ones are fine. So you're active, you're active. We can put the wall back up and I'll be able to move that frame. So let me label this. So I'm going to call this ICS Silo Transmitter. ICS Umbilical Transmitter. And I have my IC housing up here. Oh, but it's on the wrong frickin' network. Crap. Crappity crap. Realistically, I need that cable. Fuck. My data is on the wrong fucking thing. Could I just connect... Does the umbilical have a separate data port, or is it just a single port? It's just a single port. You son of a person. Ay. Okay. That is potentially an issue. Can I... Because that is currently taking from this and the data on the deep drill. I think that's all that's doing. Yeah, so it's our solar tracking plus the battery ratio and the miner. The solars, I've only used a single port, which is why it's a problem. I would have to change the solar panel. I should probably get another housing just to simplify this. I don't want to put it all onto a single thing. I would rather um I can't read from this. So the silo would have to go onto the data. The umbilical would have to be onto that yellow cable. But I can't because there's no power on that cable. That's power input, not power. Oh. Alright, I'm going to quickly head home. Quickly get a housing, get a circuit, and I will bring you right back. I'm sick and tired of this flying. Right. Let's get this guy put up. I did not depressurize the space, and it's getting warmer. Fuck. Never mind. Okay, so for this housing, basically I need to... where did I put my circuit? Oh, I've got it, okay. So this housing needs to be connected onto the same network as the umbilical and that. And those, basically. So it's just the red system, red network, really. So I could just stick you there. I've still got that frame up, so... You know what? What I might do is I might leave that frame up. And change this to be one of those walls with that slot on it. Where is it? It's the one with the hatch. Small panels open. Yeah, that would do. And then I can get to the pins and I can always come and change it if I want to. The downside is it has to be upside down. That's something I can live with. It's fine. I saved a steel sheet by doing that. Okay. Connect you to there. You to there. Okay. Right. Leppy top. So what I need to do is I need to load from the silo the quantity, multiply it by 50, save that to the silo transmitter, and then I need to how do I need to send some stuff back, don't I? Because I need to write to this, not read the transmitter. So this one actually, whoops. This one is going to be the passive one. And we're going to connect you to the... Oh, you're having a laugh. I've got to go back to base again. Ugh. Ugh, I'm sick of flying that stupid loop. Backward and forward, backward and forward. Well, let's just do this first. Right, clear this. Alias the transmitter to D0. Alias the silo to D1. Start. Yield. Jump to start. Load into R0 from the silo. The quantity. Quantity? I don't know what I said. That. Oh, is it 100 or is it 50s? I don't remember. What did I set the stacker out there to? I feel like it's 100, isn't it, for dirty ore? No, it is 50. Okay, fine. Multiply it by 50. save to the silo transmitter. No spaces. The setting of R0. That is that. And then what we're going to do is we'll be loading from this guy. So we'll be sending the signal like what we want to do. So I want to obviously extend the umbilical or don't extend the umbilical. And then we'll probably just play it safe and like put a timer in. And then once we've done whatever we need to do, we will do a thing. So I'm going to have to go back home. Ah, I'm so annoyed at myself. Let's reconnect this. Because this doesn't matter. So I should be able to do is export this code, stick it in there, turn you on, turn you off, and then silo transmitter and this ICS silo. So I should just get 0. That is what it is. If I close that, let's make sure that's working, shall we? Get my laptop. Let's head back outside. For a simple test, our stacker, we can just eject. And that should give us like 1. Well, it'll give us 50. Obviously, it's wrong, but it will get corrected. Oh, so we've got 2 stacks in there now. 1 second. Let's test that. Okay, so we did. So that works. All right, fine. I'll just take this back home with me. It doesn't matter. They don't have to go in the rocket. Keep you open. All right, but we know that worked. So that's fine. So what we need to do is, like, we'll be able to just read that from our base and we'll know when to send the rocket. I can't decide whether to launch the rocket automatically or I press a button to launch it. I feel like I want to do the latter just so I can keep an eye on, like, fuel usage and all that kind of crap. Let me stick this back in here. So that's that one. I'm hoping at the other base I will be able to connect to this. This one needs to be the passive one. And then what we'll do is we will be loading from this, saving it to the umbilical. Oh my god. So much flying. Right, before we go, this time, let me set this inward, suck this room out, save my atmosphere, depressurize that, just so there's more pressure in here. Right, I'll get this depressurized, and then I will meet you back at base again. Right, we made it home. Bit dark, but we made it home. I need to go and get this dirty ore put into my silo. So ye and ye. Right, what I should be able to do now is, because I've got the transmitter at the outpost, I should be able to display how much is in that silo from over here. Now at the moment it's empty because my rocket is currently on. There's 33 stacks in there. So the silo itself will be empty, but we can yeah, we should be able to sort this out. Well, at least get it connected. So if we go LT silo amount, and we go LT BILIC umbilical setting. I don't know. Oops. Right. This one needs to be the active, because this needs to send what we're setting to the other one. And we don't set the pin on this, we set the pin on the passive one. Whereas this one, we need to set to the silo transmitter. Yes. So we should be able to read from this. Now it's going to be a 0. But let me get a console down anyway. Do I have any consoles? I do not. So give me console. One of those, please. Thank you. What I might do is I might bring the rocket back. I can't because I left the silo over there thingy, didn't I? Fuck's sake. Never mind. Right. So I am going to have... Where am I going to put all these? I'm going to put it here for now. I'll be able to read that. That'll be fine. And then give me some yellow cable. And you can get connected to the rocket network. Right. And then we'll label you to become silo... ICS silo amount. Easy peasy. Turn you on. Now I have a housing on this system, which is that one. And all this is doing is the flashing light and the speaker, but to be honest, I'll just remove that. So give me this. Give me this. Import that. That. Okay. So we can just... we'll clear this because it's not going to be an issue. Let's alias the silo transmitter to D0. Alias silo ICS silo amount LED to D1. And then we'll build upon this code because this will be the code that we use to control the rocket as well. Load into R0 from the silo transmitter the setting. Save to the ICS silo amount LED. The setting of R0. Jump to start. Get me that chip. Turn you off. And... oh, no! A screwdriver! Get you to be... what did I set the pins as? 0 is the transmitter. Okay. So 0 is the transmitter. Yep, that's that one. And then that one is the... what did I call you? ICS silo amount, which is that one. Alright, so at the moment, I've got a 0, which is fine because that is what I know that is in there. I need to bring the rocket back, and then I need to get some put in there and make sure that this is doing its thing. So that is something I need to do. Then what I'm going to start doing is coding the rocket, I think. And what I'll be able to do is, because I've now got the silo amount over here, I'll be able to tell the rocket to only go over when I have at least 50. Whenever there's 50, bring it over here, and then it just stays here until it's unloaded. Then it'll go for the next 50, etc., etc. Let me just top up a few bits. Jetpack. That should do. How is my CO2 doing? You're still a bit hot. That's fine. We're still good on CO2 in the base anyway, so I'm not too concerned. Right, do I definitely not need anything else? Because I'm sick of doing this fucking journey. So I have you set to active. I need to turn you on. Right, so you are going to be transmitting, and then we'll use this to send our signal over to the outpost to control the umbilical. Assuming on those umbilicals, we can change the open and the mode and all that kind of thing over here, so that's fine. I don't know. I'm guessing it's the open, but that's fine. Alright, am I definitely good here? Am I definitely good? I'm going to go back over. I'm going to set the rocket to... well, I'm going to close that umbilical. and then we'll come back, get the rocket to come back here, and then we'll do our coding and ensure that everything is working. Our battery is currently decharging, as you can see there. What are you reading from? You're reading from the battery medium, the charge. Okay, so that's reading directly from the rocket. We'll use that if we need to. Right. Now, to head back once again, and hopefully for the last bloody time. But I'm sure there is something I'm forgetting, and I won't remember when I get all the way over there, and then we'll be doing this journey again. Okay, so I've just timed it, and it takes me 6 minutes to get over here, which is ridiculous, considering all I ever do is just keep an eye on my jetpack and all that kind of thing. But it's my own fault. Just need to stop moaning about it. Right. We should hopefully... Oh yeah, that's a point. I need to retract my chute thing. There we go. And also, while I'm here, actually, let me check. Is it the open that we're doing for that? At the moment, our open is set to 0. If I extend it, the open is set to 1. So 1 means extended, 0 means retracted. Okay, fine. We're not going to remember that, but hey, at least we looked. Okie dokie. So I have... yeah, you're the thing. So if I'm going to close that for a second... Actually, I don't need to close it. We just need that to build up. That's fine. Right, this guy... A needs to be... Well, he's already passive, I think. Let me remove this wall piece. Yes, you're passive. So if we get you connected to the ICS umbilical transmitter, ICS umbilical setting, that's what, yeah, that's right, isn't it? And then this should be mirroring that, which it is. So that will be written to from the other base. Right, that's that. We'll keep you on, you do you, and we should be good. Okay, and then you are just what you are. So, yeah, this is just responsible for writing to this. The other housing is responsible for writing to this. Those two don't really meet. This isn't really going to do anything else. Oh, actually, it is. Actually, it is. This is going to write whatever this is to the umbilical. So, what we will do is take this guy, import the code. All right, so we're going to alias the umbilical transmitter to D2. Whoops. Alias umbilical to D3. And we're going to load into R0 from the transmitter the setting. Save to the umbilical the open as R0. So we need to just make sure that when we when we save 1, it means we're going to extend the umbilical. So confirm that. Export ye. You're going to error, which you do. And then we've got D2 as the umbilical transmitter, which is ICS umbilical transmitter. That one. And then D3 is the umbilical, which is the ICS umbilical. All right, because that's 0, that's a 0. The umbilical should be retracted. It's not erroring, so I think we're safe. You have 0 in you. That's fine. Or this still is untouched, so this is working. We go out, and what we should find is if we try and extend this, yeah, it's not going to work because our code is currently a 0. Yeah, it doesn't work, which is fine. That's what we want. Okay. For the last time... Oh, how are you doing, by the way? You've got 47 in you, and I've got no backup. So it's going to take time for this to do its thing. Actually, what we should find is... No, it's fine. That's going to run all the way through. It's going to get trapped in that corner. So we're not actually going to see that straight away. So, for the last time today, I'm heading home. And hopefully at that point, we can automate our rocket. So I will see you when we get there. Right, hopefully that is the last time I gotta do that for now. So what we'll do is A, turn my stabilizer on. B, let's get the rocket back here. So make sure you are coming here. And then we've got a destination set. That's 34 full. That's fine. Turn on the gas engine. It's taken off. Okay, great. It's on its way. Number 2. Take off this bloody suit. We shouldn't have to go out anytime soon, I don't think. Number 3. Get me some bread. And we're done. Question. What can we make like a sandwich in here? Or are we just always eating bread? Like, can you not even make sliced bread? Can we not make toast? Nope, we just cook a whole loaf of bread. Okay, fine, whatever. Right. Rocket is on its way. As you can see, it's just arrived at orbit, so it's coming down now. We're fine. So, I'm currently got nothing in my silo, which is the expected excuse me, is the expected amount, and that is absolutely fine. This is what we will save the setting so we can go and activate the umbilical, etc, etc. Let's very quickly, and I say very quickly, I've never done this before, let's see how we're going to code this rocket. So I can take this guy out of here, import that, and we is good. Alright, this bit, stay at the top, not an issue. Now, what I don't know about rockets is basically how the hell you code them. Now, I know people are, like, people have tried to show me before, and I've taken a quick look, it's interesting, but it's something that I've always wanted to do myself, so I haven't really paid attention, nor have I looked back at it for some time. I would like to figure it out the best I can. Now, how do we communicate with the rocket? And how do we get... I think it's the avionics. Does this give us its current location? Acceleration, mass. I don't care about any of that, I don't think. Survey. Nope. Density, total, altitude. Nope. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. What's the current code? The space address of the rocket's current space map location. So let's test that, shall we? If I turn this off and change this to the avionics, which should be in here somewhere. Rocket avionics. And then I just want the minimum. It doesn't matter. And then get me the... Oh, there's a lot in here, isn't there? Progress, destination code. That one. 4013. Is that where it's landed or where it's coming? Let me put my suit on. Let me go and quickly have a look at the landing pad.
Oxygen critical.
Because if that's the case, then I'm glad I wrote down my 4113. 4013. So that is basically you selecting in the space map where it's going. So either a planet or a gas thing or an asteroid thing or whatever. So it's currently at 40. It's currently at. Oh, destination. Okay, I see. So, yeah, basically, currently it's not trying to go anywhere. It has no destination. Like, if I set that as the destination, I should get 4113. If I clear its destination, I get 0. Okay, fine. So, we know currently here we need to figure out. Basically, I want this code to be as kind of foolproof as possible. So we're gonna. That is just the start. That can just stay there. I don't care about that. So let's go initialization, and we're going to load into R0. And here we need to alias the. So the rocket will go D2, and that's going to be the AVIONICS. Okay. So we'll load into R0 from the rocket the. Well, how do I know where it is? Like, that's its destination. But how do I... Oh, the current code. Was destination a separate thing in here? Oh, destination code, current code. So if I change this to current code... Where's current code? There. Oh, it's currently at 4013. Right. Okay. So load into R0 from the rocket the current code. Right. I'm going to define some things. So define home as R15. Is that what I want to do? No, not define. I want to alias home as R15, alias ICS as R14. Although realistically I'm wasting lines of code if I do that, aren't I? So if we define instead, so home is 4013. 4013. Home code. Define ICS as 4113. ICS code. So the idea would be whenever I want to reuse this code, I'll just go in here. I have to just set my destination codes. Destination code. Destination code. Alright, so we load the current code. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a couple of other labels in here. Let me just remove some of these blank lines. So we're going to go, we'll call this one at ICS. And this one will be called at home. So branch equal where R0 is equal to home, go to at home. Branch equal where R0 is equal to ICS at ICS. So we get the current code. If it's 4013, we know where we are. We're at home. So that's where we need. That's the code we need to jump to. If we're at ICS, then we'll obviously go to ICS. Otherwise, here we're just going to jump to start. We'll probably need to put more in there, but for now we're building it piece by piece. So, if we are at home as we currently are, the first thing I think we should do is, well, we're at home, we should be offloading. So let's save. Let me think. What do I want to do? I need to... Just out of curiosity, what can I currently read from in there? So can I access the storage? I can access the storage. Okay. So if I'm at home, the first thing I want you to do is to save to the storage. Which is rocket cargo storage, and we've got the small one. And then in here, one if device is open. So the open as one, save storage on as one. Because if we're at home, that's what we should be doing. Alias storage to D3. We've only got one in there, so that should be fine. And as a test, let's make sure the IC can reach that, shall we? So turn you off for a second. 0, 1, 2, 3. And I'm looking for small storage. Cargo storage small. Okay, fine. Let's turn you back on for a sec. Okay. So that does that, and basically all we're gonna do is I don't want this rocket launching itself. I want a button to launch the rocket. So let's get a switch, and that's because for now I am going to manually check its fuel and all that kind of thing. I need to do some proper testing with the rocket myself and code it like when I'm just spending time doing it. But for now, let's just do this. So if I just get a button, get ye connected. Okay, and then we call this one rocket launch button. We are going to alias that, alias launch button to D4, which is fine. So if we're at home, open that and on that, fine, whatever. Bob's your uncle. Then what I want to do is... let me think. The initialization should be above the start, shouldn't it really? So let me bring all this up here. So you... You remove that for now. Those two are fine. Remove these blank spaces. So initialize it. Do this. Because once you've initialized, you don't have to keep redoing this. So at this point, we'll always jump to start, whatever. So if we're at home, the storage should be open. The storage one on should be on. There. We're going to do alias offload umbilical to D5. Confirm. And well, we know that's going to be fine, so that's fine. So we're going to save to the offload umbilical. The open as 1. So that's how it should always be. So what we should find, this should work, right? Because in theory, we're always going to be at home here. So jump to at home. Jump to at ICS. At this point, though, that's never going to initialize those. For now, it doesn't matter. We're just testing. So if I was to do this, we might see that umbilical go itself. But we won't because it's erroring. And it's erroring because it doesn't know what anything is. So we've got we've done that. The rocket needs to be the avionics. The cargo storage small is the storage. The launch button is rocket launch button. Where are you? Rocket launch button. And then the offload umbilical should be the cargo. Not cargo. Where is it? Nope. What's it called? Shoot. Oh, umbilical chute. Right. If I turn this on, I should see that umbilical go across. Or not. Why? So what line has that got to? Line number 27, 29, 25, 27, 29. 25, 27, 29. So this should be... It's a thing. Let me get my suit. Maybe it's just not rendering.
Oxygen critical.
Let's go and have a look-see. Let's go and have a look-see. It isn't on. That's why. I'm always going to turn on the power. Okay, let's turn that on. Currently, it's off. Realistically, I could probably always leave that on. But let's set the code to do that for us. So initialization. If it's at home, I need you to turn that on. Right, give me this. Export. Right, and I can't quite see it, which is a shame. It's nighttime. If we put that in... Ah, there we go. Connected. So that rocket will now be offloading. Or will it? Let's have a look. It's offloading. Because our storage... So if I try and set this to 0, it goes back to 1 because it knows it needs to offload. Right, so that works. So our rocket offloads automatically. Perfect. So, once it's done this, then I kind of always want... So what we're going to do here is... I don't want to be able to launch this rocket until the rocket is empty. Because I think it's a waste of time. We may as well give this guy time to fill up. If we don't need the ore here, then we're fine. So under at home, I'm going to put a yield. And then here, we're going to load into R0 from the storage the quantity. We could do quantity or ratio, it doesn't matter. Quantity. Branch relative equals 0. If R0 is equal to... no. Not equals 0. So if R0 is not 0, then go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Or minus 6. So if we've still got something in storage, up here. Otherwise, what I don't want it. Once it's if it's here, if it's here, and it's empty, it should be ready for launch. So here we're going to go to jump to wait for launch, and we'll get rid of this one. And then down here we're going to go wait for launch. Right, in here we're going to do a yield. And we are going to be loading from the launch button. So load into R0 from the launch button. Is it setting? The activate or the setting. They'll both do the same thing. The activate. Then what we're going to do is branch relative equals 0. If R0 equals 0, go back 2 lines. So until we press that button, it's going to keep going back here, and it's just waiting for launch. That's all it's doing at this point. So when we hit the button, what do we want to do? Now, I kind of think what I want to do is the rocket should not launch if there's an issue. So I kind of need to read its fuel. Now, is that an option in here? What would I read that as? Oxidizer and volatile. Because this is all from the avionics, right? So I would assume, because I've got dry mass as an option, that I'd be able to read like how much fuel it has. So let's put this back to the avionics. Power mode, error, temperature, reagents, rocket common ratio, blah 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 blah. You know what? Actually,
Filter low.
let me read. That gives me 0. If I read oxygen, gives me 0. Okay. What else could I do? Total moles. I'm reading from the avionics. The total moles, the minimum, I'm getting 0. Okay. Nope. Not what I want. Steam, nope, 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 nope. Progress, 0. Destination, 0. Acceleration, 0. That's a 1 auto shut off. Mass, that's the weight. It's dry mass, don't know. Oh, so dry mass. What is that? Fuselage mass, engine mass, payload mass. I don't want the mass. I want the fuel. Thrust, weight, thruster weight, time destination, burn time remaining. None. Don't know what that means. Apex? Don't know what that means. Nope. 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 Discover? Nope. None of this crap. Sights? Nope. That's all like stuff about the asteroids and stuff, isn't it? Temperature? Nope. Alright. I have no way of reading how much, so I would have to read from the analyzer. Now, the analyzer is in there, but I don't think I can read from the analyzer inside the rocket. There is a pipe analyzer, but that might not be the rocket one. Let me go and label it. Let me go and label it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's the analyzer? Oh, it's right down there because I moved it. Damn you. So give me the wrench. There's my analyzer, which is on. Right, let's label you. So rocket, fuel, analyzer. Right. I'm going to weld this back up because on the off chance that I launch it by accident, I don't want my rocket to die. I don't have any battery in my welder. Right, you go there. Get you welded. And close this door. And we're good. Okay. Cancel. Put my suit away. Okie dokie. So we are. Oh yeah. So now can I read from the analyzer? So I need. Don't know if this is going to work. I guess there is a pipe and oh, because it's a batch reader. Let me get rid of this for a sec. That's why. Right, can I see the rocket fuel analyzer now? I can. Rocket fuel analyzer. Perfect. And then what we would do is, so we've got pressure. Kind of want like a total moles. Yes, total moles. 12,000, which is giving me basically the total of this. So I would say...
Hydration critical.
what's the pressure at? Rocket fuel analyzer. The pressure is currently 21,000. So I use... What did I get it up to? I got it up to about 37. So it's using about 15,000 kilopascals per... So, sorry, 15 megapascals per trip. Okay. So I'm going to set this as... like, I want a minimum. I want 30 megapascal in there. Minimum. Obviously, it depends on temperature, so that's a bit different. But total moles, if we say... like, let's say our pressure is double our moles. Ish. Let's set this to... let's say 18,000 total moles. So up here, we're going to... now I've run out of things. So we are going to have to move... and I know people keep telling me to do it different ways. It doesn't always work for me. So we're going to move into R15. And we're going to do... I need to go get the ID from the analyzer. Don't I?
Oxygen critical.
Right, I need to go get the ID from it. I should have just left it open. Never mind. Wrench. And then from the pipe analyzer, 214D1. I'm writing that down because I won't remember it. 214D1. I think if I was to use like the actual rocket tanks, I could probably pull that from the avionics, maybe. But I'm not using those because they're not insulated. So, is what it is. Alright. Move into R15, and then we want the $sign 214D1. And then we're going to alias the analyzer as R15. Okay, so we can now read the analyzer. And then when we wait for launch, basically what I want to do here is I need to check that I've got a total moles. So load into R0 from the analyzer total moles. And what did I say? How many? So let's say 15,000. We want 15,000 moles. Branch relative less than. If R0 is less than 15,000, go back 4 lines. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it'll keep running through this. And even if I press the button, it will not go any further because this is not okay. Now what I want to do is load into R0 from the... I want to load batch. So I need to define the medium batteries. So define batteries. And we need the... I'm using the medium? Pretty sure I'm using the medium. So alias the batteries to define batteries to this, and this is the medium rocket batteries. And then what I want to do is load batch into R0 from the batteries. And this will be the... if we could do the ratio. So how charged they are. And basically, as long as it's above like 50%, I think we're fine. So the ratio and the batch mode would be the average. Branch relative less than, where R0 is less than 0.5 go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so we're checking the button. Right, the button's fine. Are the moles fine? No. Oh, okay, well, back up here then. You just stay here. You can't launch. If you've got the total moles, if it's greater than 15,000, but you go down here. Oh, actually, you've got less than 50% power. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's what we're doing. You... Oh, where's my bread? I might just leave the bread out of here, to be honest, because I'm sick of having to keep vending it. To be honest, I get through it so quick anyway. It's probably fine. And I can make basically an unlimited amount of bread now. Alright, so I've checked the fuel and I've checked the batteries. If all is being well... Now, the thing is... Oh yeah, so waiting for launch will only ever trigger when it's at home. So what we're going to do here is we basically need to... We're going to save to the offload umbilical the open as 0. Then we're going to sleep for 1 second. Actually, you know what? We're not even going to turn it off. We're gonna leave it on. I don't want to risk turning it off and it still being connected if the game's lagging or whatever. So we'll always have the umbilical on, but up here it makes sure that it's on. Okay. So we wait for that to open. Can we? Does this have like a idle or anything? It doesn't. You know what would be good is to have a countdown, wouldn't it? That would be nice. Let's do a couple of consoles. We're just being a little bit extra level here, but screw it. If we're going to do something, let's do it somewhat properly. I need to make sure I weld the rocket up before we launch it. Right, give me a medium one. I can't make the large one, that's fine. But medium one we will launch, we will put here. Give me this, give me this. And I've got ICS, and this one's going to be the countdown. LED. And then we're going to need to get your ID. So we have 247D8. Nope. No, we don't. We have 247DB. Alright, so up here we are going to move into R14. $247DB. This is the rocket analyzer. This is the rocket countdown LED. So then what we're going to do here, now we could probably do this in like some kind of smart loopy kind of way, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do it in a really boring way so that you can kind of see what's happening. So we're going to yield. No, we're not. We're going to sleep for 1. Well, below that, we need to set the destination, don't we? So we need to save to the avionics. The destination code is ICS. So, should I do the orbit?
Filter low.
Should I do orbit? I don't know. Maybe I should do the orbit as well. It goes to orbit, then it goes just to avoid that issue. So we're going to have to set orbit as 13. So define orbit as 13. Orbit. So we always want it to go to orbit, and then we always want it to go to thingy, because someone mentioned it's an issue when you're like logging in for the first time or whatever. Let's just avoid it. So save to the rocket the destination code of orbit. So we know where it's going to go. Am I going to be able to communicate with the pumped gas engine? I can't do that via the avionics, can I? I don't think. Avionics. I don't think you can. I think I'm gonna have to also define that as well. But yeah, we've got a destination code anyway. So I'm gonna do this boring way. So we're gonna. Did I do the countdown? I need to alias it. Alias countdown LED to R14. And then down here, when we're launching, we're going to save countdown LED. The setting of 7. And then we're going to do duh. This is a waste of code. What you would do is you would set it and then you would sub and then you get it to keep doing that. That's probably a better way of doing it. For now, let's get it working and then we'll work on making it look better later. So sleep for 1. This will probably piss some people off, but it is what it is. This is how I learn. Do something, get it working, improve it later. 3, 2, 1. And then sleep for 1. And then we will save to the countdown LED the setting of 0. At this point, let me have a look. So my umbilical is unloaded. Obviously, I'm not currently connected to the other umbilicals, the power or the fuel. We'll add those at a later point. But for now, we're doing our countdown. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. When we're down here, I want to. I need to go get my engine code. Kuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Alright. So, pumped gas engine. D4E2. 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 DE42, I think. Move into R13. $DE42. Rocket engine. And if we look at the pumped gas engine, this is just literally going to be an on. Means no worries. We're going to alias engine as R13. Give it a new name. So here we're going to save to the engine the on as 1. So then the engine comes on. And then what I want it to do is I then need it to wait until it gets to orbit. So I'm going to do a yield. And then we're going to load into R0 from the rocket the current code. Capital C, capital C. I need to test that. I don't know if the current... I'm hoping the current code will be 0 while it's flying. Otherwise, we got us a problem. I could... Does the current code... AVIONI. Current code, current code, current code. The space map address of the rocket's current space map. I hope that doesn't give me, like... I'm hoping it's 0 when it's flying, but we'll see. So, branch relative not equal. If R0 is not equal to orbit, then -2. So it should be waiting here. Once it's done that, then we should save to the rocket destination code of ICS. 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 What the fuck is ICS? Capital ICS. ICS. So we save to the destination code, and then we need to save to the engine the on as 1 because the engine turns off once it reaches its destination. So I'm going to put a yield here as well. And then we are going to load the current code, branch relative. So if it's not equal to ICS, then go back -2. I'm putting maybe too many yields in, but you can't be too careful. And then what we're going to do here. So we save the destination code, turn the engine on, then we're going to yield, then we're going to wait for the current code to equal ICS. Until it does, it gets stuck in this loop. Once it equals ICS, then we're going to yield again. And then we're going to jump to @ICS. Because once we've arrived, what do we want to do at that point? So this is all the wait for launch, and we should probably split this up a little bit. Because it's not waiting for launch at this point. So what have we got here? So we'll call this one launch. Just another label. Not that we're going to jump to that at any point, but you know, it's a thing. Although realistically, this bit of the code could be duplicated. So we could do don't know. We'll work on that if we need to. But anyway, once we're at ICS, jump to @ICS, which is up here. So when we're at ICS, we want to save to the storage. Oh, did I ever close the storage? Well, I guess we could do it up here, can't we? Save to the storage, the open as 0. I guess we're always leaving the storage on. I guess that's fine. So I don't need to... we'll do it again. Save to the storage, the on as 1. So we'll make sure it's closed, but make sure it's open. And then what I need to do here, once we've landed, is I need to write to this transmitter. So the setting, I need that to be a 1. Did I silos? No, so I need to define that. Not define, put it into a register. 2242C. 2242C. Alright, move into, not capital M, move into R12 $, and that is the ICS umbilical transmitter alias transmitter to R12. Alright, so when we're here, we should be saved to the ICS. No, what am I doing? Umbilical transmitter. The open as 1. That will extend it out. And then basically here, we are then going to be waiting until the storage is full. So we want to load from the storage the quantity. Well, I'm going to put a yield in. Load into R0 from the storage the quantity. Branch relative not equal If R0 is not equal to 50... I thought we did ratio before. No, was that on the... That's on the battery check, isn't it? That's up here. Yeah, that's the batteries. Fine. So, branch relative, it's not equal to 50. Go back 2. So you stay here until you're filled. Once you are full, we will save to the umbilical transmitter as 0. We will yield again. And then what I think we'll do is we will just save to the rocket destination code of home. We will save to the engine. Was it the on? Yeah, the on as 1. And then we are going to so that's going to change the destination code. That's going to launch it. It'll come back. It'll do its thing. Once it arrives, we're going to... How many more lines of code have I got in here? Plenty. So at this point, we're going to load into R0 from the rocket the current code. After engine on, I'm going to put yield. We are going to branch relative not equal. If R0 is not equal to home, go back 2 lines, so it'll be stuck on this bit here, waiting for it to launch. Once we're at home, then here, we just do that. Actually, what I'll do, jump to at home. Just on the off chance that I put something else in between, this will still work. Wait for launch, and then this will be jump to launch. The same thing. Even though that will just run into it, we'll put that there, so bit of safety. So in theory, we are not doing this bit. We need to sort this bit out. So, where do I want to put that? Realistically, I should probably have that on a separate code, but I don't. That doesn't really matter. That could just be on a logic reader and writer, couldn't it, really? So, like, for example, this guy. So if I read from the LTS silo amount, I wonder if we've got any in the silo yet. Go away. Where are we? Oh, sorry. LT. Oh, yeah. LT silo amount. LT silo amount. And read the setting. According to this, there is nothing in that other silo. Which could be right, because it could be backing into the chute system. I expect there to be at least one there. So why don't we go and weld the rocket up and then test our code? Let's assume that I've not fucked anything up. And let's just assume it's going to work first time, shall we? Let's just bin this rocket off. I just need to get the fucker welded. And also, let's get it fueled up. And get it charged up as well. And then here's our fuel. Just send that through. So what have we got in there at the moment? We have 20 megapascal. Let's turn you on. Get filled up. I assume we've still got quite a lot of pressure in the fuel line. We haven't. We're running out of fuel. That's fine. I can always get some more crushed. Although this is just the pipe, not the tank. So I'll go and check the tank in a second. Right, so what did we do before? It was like 37, wasn't it? Oh no, we got it to 40. And then it equaled at about 37. So we'll just wait for that to do its thing. But yeah, I'm definitely running out of fuel. But fuel's easy. Screw it. You know what? We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. I don't want to wait all day. So, retract that umbilical. Reverse this until that's empty. Thank you very much. And then we'll retract this guy. Ah! No jetpack. That's fine, because that umbilical is done by the code anyway. So, we will do one final go over the code. Wait a second. Did I weld it up? I did weld it up. Good. Because I couldn't remember for a second then. Okay. So, at the moment, it's waiting for us to press the button. So, we've done all of our aliasing and our analyzing and shit and defining whatever. So, figure out where it is. If it's at ICS, it'll jump to ICS. It will do all this. If it's at home, it will jump to home. Make sure the storage is open. That. We're waiting for it to be equal to 0. When it is, it'll go to wait for launch. Waiting for the button to be activated, it'll check the total moles. So we got 15,000 moles in there in the analyzer. Yes, we have. And you know what? Just in case, I'm going to make sure the analyzer is always turned on. So we're going to save to the analyzer the on as 1. Save analyzer on as 1. Because I feel like that's a potential issue. If that analyzer goes off, which I think it might, because the engine goes off, and I don't know if the analyzer goes off at the same time, but I don't want it to. I want that to always be on. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to read the fuel. So, yeah. And what I might also do, as a test, let's expect this rocket back. So, when we're at ICS, you're going to wait until the quantity. So, what we'll do, if it's less than. So, if it's less than. I think there'll be 2 stacks in there. Confirm that, just so we don't screw it up. So, what it's going to do is we should branch equal. It should go, oh, I'm at home. If it's not seen at any of those, then I'm going to, you know what, jump back. Z-A-T-I-O-N. Because if there's a problem, I don't want it to do anything. Just wherever the hell it is, leave it alone and I'll do it manually. But it should always pick up one of those. So it's going to be at home. We're going to go down to here. Make sure the analyzer is on. Open the storage. Turn on the storage. Do the umbilical as extended. Make sure it's open. Make sure it's on. Check the quantity. We're waiting for it to be 0, which it is. So it should go to wait for launch and nothing should happen. We press the button. It will then check the pressure. It will check the battery. The battery should be over 50%, which it is. So that's fine. At which point it'll go to launch. It will retract the umbilical, change the destination code. We should get the countdown. It will turn the engine on. And then it will wait until the rocket gets to orbit. Once it does, it will then tell it, okay, now go to ICS. Turn on the engine, wait for it to arrive at ICS. When it does, where's my ICS bit of code? Here. Turn on the analyzer, make sure the storage isn't open, but make sure it's on. Excuse me. Save to the umbilical 1, yield. Load into R0 from the storage, the quantity. So wait for it to, if it's less than 2. So once it hits 2, it will retract the umbilical. Set the destination to come straight home. It's not going to orbit. Turn on the engine. Wait for it to arrive home, at which point we'll get here again. That's what I'm doing. Now, you know what? Just because I've got spare lines of code, I'm going to copy that. And we are going to... Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about that. I'm going to put that onto like just basically maybe another IC or a logic reader and writer. Maybe. So I think I'm happy. Well, I don't know if happy is the right word. Right, I'm not even going to save it. Right. Currently, the umbilical is extended. Nothing is happening. The countdown isn't going. The rocket isn't trying to go or anything. If I hit this button... I haven't turned the LED on. That's a shame. Misfire. What happened? Device not found at line 88. Okay. That was a shame. So, line 88. I think that's the pumped gas engine, obviously. Saved the engine on 1. Save the engine on 1. The engine should be DE42. No! I ain't got my suit on! No! No, 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 no. Quick, 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 quick. That's a stupid way to die. Don't do it. Oh. Ah! You're fine. Right. DE42 is what I've got. The pumped gas engine is... D4E2. That's why. D4E2. My memory is shot these days. D4E2. Confirm. Export. So what should happen now is it should wait for me to press that button again. So look, the umbilical's gone in because it knows it's at home. Perfect. That worked. Alright. So we know that bit worked. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that's somewhat successful. Rocket is gone. Rocket is no longer here. Alright, now the question is it going to work through the entire code? So at the moment, as you can see, I haven't clicked it. It's currently going to orbit, which is fine. It should, once it gets up to there, set its new destination to ICS. So in 25 seconds, we should be good. Oh, it's tense, isn't it? Never done this before. Alright, so 9, 8, 7, 6. We should see the destination change. Oh, look at that! Ha! Ha! Oh, I do love a bit of automation. Okay. So rocket is coming down itself. How are we doing for fuel? Now, I'm a bit worried that the analyzer isn't on. But at this point, it does... Hang on a second. What happened there? Why is that going up? Oh, it's just the... It's because of this. I should probably change this at some point. When it next comes around, I'll change it. Let me quickly get some celebratory bread, I should say. And we will put it in here so it lasts a while. Okay. So, it's on its way down. So, about a minute and a half. So, at the moment, we can see that our courage... the courage? Our storage is currently off and empty. We should hopefully see that trigger, well, turn on once it lands. 5,000 meters. I am going to change this because, well, let's see. Let's see what its chances when it's fully loaded. Oh, this would be amazing if I haven't got to travel there anymore. Oh, it's such a long way. 50 seconds. So the analyzer, I'm not going to turn it on because it should come on itself. So we're going to make sure that is a thing. Battery mediums, obviously we don't do anything with those, so that's fine. Cargo should come on by itself. We should also see this should turn to be a 1. So we're 25 seconds away. And we've got 1,000 seconds of fuel time remaining, which is nice. But that's based on how it's currently traveling. Alright, 9 seconds, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Right, we should see this go 1. It hasn't landed yet. That's why. Right, go 1. No! No! Incorrect launch tab at line 36. Did it at least landed though, yeah? I mean, I've still got access to it, so it hasn't crashed. Okay, what's wrong with line 36? Save to the umbilical transmitter, the open as 1. Oh, it's not the open, is it? It's because I've got to save to the setting, haven't I, as 1. That's why. Setting. Alright, on the plus side, we can now test the other thing. So we know it got there in one piece. So what should happen is, it knows it's at ICS, so it should pick up from there. We've got a setting of 1. Okay. Now what's your problem? Line 40. Oh. Okay. That's fine. Absolutely fine. So far, so good. And it's launched. Oh, happy days. Oh, happy days. Oh, happy days. He taught me how. Oh, actually, that's as low as it goes, isn't it? Is what it is. Okay. And in the storage, we've got a quantity of 8, but that's how quickly it's pushing into the rocket. That's fine. So whilst we're waiting for that, I'm not going to edit the code yet while it's running because that won't be good. But let's change this so if it's less than... Oh no, we said not equal, didn't we? Not equal. If it's not equal to 50, go back -2. Right, I will override that when it comes back. Let's very quickly test. Well, actually, yeah. Let's see how much we've got in our silo now. Make sure that everything works. Right. So currently we have 89. Whereabouts are you at the moment? Oh, it's coming into land again now. I'll leave this suit on actually, I might as well. Because I'll be going back out in a second. Alright, so it's coming down. We've used a fair amount of fuel, but this is a good test flight. Obviously, it's not got a full load, but I can't see why it would be any different. So all I need to do is export the new code so that it will look for 50s next time. I need to get this setting sorted as well.
Hydration critical.
I'll quickly get a drink. I want to see the rocket come in. How far are we? We were a minute away. But it turned it down as on by itself, which is good because that's what we told it to do. So absolutely fine. I mean, it's obviously, don't get me wrong, it's not a perfect code. It needs some polishing. There's some duplicate code in there. There's some additional checks I should be doing, such as the fuel and all that kind of thing. But I can get the rocket to go and pick me up some ore at the push of a button without me having to travel 2.5 kilometers to bloody go get it. I always think it's that blue star there, but it's not that, is it? Another one appears. So we're just waiting for it. Oh, is it that blue star? Oh, it is that blue star. I'm going to step away in case something goes wrong. But here comes the rocket, and I didn't have to launch it. It launched itself after I fixed the setting issue. And we should see everything just work by itself. Dun 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 dun. Phew. There goes the umbilical. It's on. It's activated. We were on 89, and now we're on 97. Yes, we got the 8. Yeah, it bloody worked. It bloody worked. I have a rocket. Before I forget, let me go and export the code. You are now just looking for 50s. And you know what? You know, because I'm lazy, screw it, we are going to do this. I'm going to copy this. And obviously we're always waiting. Where are we? So it'll be thingying here. It'll go back 2. So if I do that. And so that'll go back 4. So load that, do that, then reuse R0. Do that, fine. And then we do that, and then we'll also do it here. This is duplicating code. Like, this is bad practice what I'm doing here. But I am just lazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's that bit. And then if it's at home, this bit will just always go back to 6. So we can copy this one. Do that. Do that. And then that'll be 8. And then when it goes to wait for launch, I need the same thing in here. So I only have to put these here. Because obviously it'll wait for the button. So this will go this will go -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that'll be 6. That'll be 8. Because they always take you back to the beginning anyway. So that'll be fine. During the launch, I'm happy to wait for it to do this bit. And then I guess, excuse me. Let's put you. So there'll be a period of time here where it doesn't update, but that I'll barely notice it anyway. Turn the engine on, yield. Then we'll copy that into there. And copy this one below it. Yeah, that'll become a 4. Else yield, do that, yield. And then we'll do this. And this. And that'll become a 4. There we go. So that should always now update my display. Obviously we've got 0 in there, but that is fine. because I don't expect there to be anything in there anyway. Yeah, that's good. That is good. That is good. What is the fuel currently on? So on the analyzer, 17,000 fuel. So it would be happy to go again. I'm not going to set it. I'm going to wait for this to say a number. And then we'll send it across. But yeah, I am more than happy with that. And we've done all that just in time for a solar storm. So check that out for timing. But there we go. We have a rocket capable of going to retrieve us some dirty ore. And I don't have to traverse the bloody moon to do it. So yeah, all good. So I thought that was interesting. I was going to try and get a screenshot, but to be honest, I can't see the rocket. No, it's pitch black. Never mind. Well, thank you for watching. Excuse me. I do appreciate your time. Next time, I might just polish the code up a little bit. And then we need to start building the area that's going to be processing this dirty ore. And kind of go from there. I need to get some more fuel. Once we've got those ores processing, then I might quickly go and get some of the nearby gold in a deep miner. And then we've got all the basic materials. And then we're good. And at that point, I probably want to start looking at automating my fuel. I think. So that will be the plan. We need to obviously start maybe harvesting the potatoes, turning those into biomass. We could do switchgrass. We've got a lot of potatoes there. I don't think we need to do switchgrass. But who knows? We'll go wherever the wind takes us. So, I appreciate your time. Take care. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.